Alright, I guess we can start a little early. What's going on, everybody? All one person watching? Hi. What's up? Oop. I'm dropping things already. Yeah, this is just going to be like an hour, maybe, stream. We're just going to hang out, chat, since I haven't talked with anybody on, since I haven't gone live in a while, and I've been working on a ton of stuff, so, like, the videos just weren't a thing for me this week, unfortunately. Oh. My face showed up on the camera, and the one person that was up over there just went away. They like saw my face and noped the fuck out. That's fine. I'll wait till some people show up, and I'll just keep browsing stuff in the meantime. We're not gaming or anything. We're just chatting. Oh, cool. It's quite the, Hey, what's going on, Dark Lord? Welcome, welcome. You're right, it's been a while since I've streamed, and this isn't a gaming stream either. This is just going to be like a AMA, like, I couldn't get a video done this week because I got a bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed. I've been busy with it. Just, oh my gosh, yeah. I hate complaining about busyness, but I mean, like, I'm literally buying a car tomorrow, and I'm terrified. Oh man, so yep, got a lot of stuff going on in life right now. Yeah. Hey, we got some more people joining in. So we got Dark Lord. What's going on? Two other people. It's an AMA, so just it's just a chat stream basically. So I'm not doing a whole lot other than like. I'm buying another car tomorrow, and while I'm buying another car, I'm looking up literally, like, here, I'll show you. I'm literally, like, shopping for parts for my project car. Like, I haven't spent enough money getting a freaking car. I'm looking for parts for my other car. Because that's what happens when you buy a Neon. Did you see the paragraph on the Civil War bit on your server also? You mentioned being from Virginia or something. No, I'm not from Virginia. I'm in Maryland. My sister lives in Virginia. But yeah. Did I see the paragraph about the Civil War in the Discord? I may have. Unfortunately, a lot of times when conversations come through, I'm at work and I miss them. Did you drop it in the main? Or where did you drop it? Oh god, there it is. Yeah, it's in the main. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I live near Antietam. Like, so literally I have a friend who lives like 10 minutes outside Gettysburg, and Antietam is like in my backyard basically, which is cool. When I was still dating Rachel, she was like super into like old graveyards and historic sites and stuff. She still is. I don't know why I'm talking about her like she's dead. But when we were dating, that was a place that we really wanted to go, was Antietam, because like I grew up going there. In fact, when I was in Scouts, we would hike there a lot, and it was really cool. If I was from Virginia, no, nobody from my family lineage on my mom's side is all over the place, Pennsylvania Dutch, followed by like coming to Frederick, and then where I am now in Hagerstown. And then my dad's, like on my dad's side, it basically goes like, if we were to go backwards to where I am now, it's like where I am now to Frederick to Florida to Puerto Rico. Like, that's it. You still have your flag. Yeah. There's a lot of really fucked up history about the Civil War. It was a really fucked up war. So, yeah. Oh, look who just... Oh, my cat cam's not hooked up. I was about to hit the cat cam button, but the camera is on the floor because I last had it mounted up for my driving stream. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, I don't know. I'm not getting political, but like the with some of the flags changing. Well, I guess there's only been a few that have changed in the States. I'm like, I wonder where that line's gonna be. I don't care. Like, the place I currently live and the place I want to live have two of the coolest flags. You got Texas, got a great flag, and as much as I hate Maryland because it's basically like the meth capital of the world, bordering one of the worst cities ever, Washington D.C., Maryland's got a really badass flag. Like, I'm not gonna knock Maryland for their flags. They got some really good flags, and it's unfortunate that Natty Boh has become like their staple beer, Maryland staple beer, because the best beer from Maryland is Flying Dog, which is in a Frederick brewery. Like, that's how I judge my states, is by their beer and by their flag. Which is why I'll never go to California because, well, I'll never live in California. I'm actually going to California this summer, or this September, for SAC Anime. But yeah, no, I would never live in California just because I like having rights. I like, I like being able to, drive a car that, has an engine in it. And I also am not a huge fan of avocado toast. Sorry if I insulted any Californians who are watching. Someone in the comments of the video mentioned first Minnesota flag. First Minnesota took the Virginia infantry flag. Oh man. Never give up that flag. Very true. Very true. That is funny. Yo, Jake, what's up? Is a breakfast burrito a burrito or a sandwich? What has burrito... It's got burrito in the name. So are you asking if a burrito's a sandwich? Or, like, what are you asking exactly? Not sure. I realized while I was talking, I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm looking at the chat and I realized on the main screen, I'm like, it's just a still shot of Dodge Neon parts. That's what I mean, yeah, like anytime I have a free minute, it's watching anime. Like if I'm not counting the god-awful amount of time I spend writing videos and emailing people back and forth for sponsorship, it's like, I look for parts for my Neon because I bought an SRT4 and it is constantly broken. Playing Breath of the Wild and maybe some Halo, and then just watching anime or reading manga. Like it's like at this point now that I'm like really focusing on YouTube, it's ironic because I'm focusing on YouTube because I want to get out of doing my 9-to-5. Like, I want to get out of my 9-to-5 and make YouTube my career. And now that I have a solid focus on what I can do, and I'm actually super passionate and seeing results about what I'm doing, I'm realizing now that moving to YouTube as a career, or aiming for YouTube to be a career, means that I will be dropping my 9-to-5 job to work nonstop. Oh, the irony. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? It's an AMA. I mean, Jake asked a question and I said, well, burrito's in the name. I guess yeah, everybody's asked a question so far. I've just been ranting a lot. I'm very tired and stressed beyond belief. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yes. What do you mean? Wait, what? Wait, what? I said that you're... Yeah, I said that... chat... my chat window is really ahead of the streaming chat window. Yeah, I was going to say breakfast burrito is a burrito. It says burrito in the name. I don't know why it wouldn't be a burrito. Oh, no, that's Phantom Star. Sorry, I saw the mod logo and I didn't read the name. I'm sorry. Hi, welcome. Welcome, Phantom Star. It's been a very long time. What's going on? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Hi. Welcome, welcome. My friend told me that Canada involved in the Civil War. What? It was when the Civil War. Canada fought the Union. 4,000. Fought for the Confederacy. Canada was the reason the Union won. Yeah, Canada, in regards to like their military history, is really, really fucked up. Like, Canada is the guy, like, when it comes to Canada's military history, they are like the guy who's like the really nice, sweet guy at a bar who like doesn't seem like a threat. And, you know, he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, hey, you know, when a fight breaks out between him and like another, or between like a buddy of his and some other dude, the Canadian guy's like, hey, we don't gotta do this, you know, let's talk our way out of this. And then when it finally gets to the point where Canada's got to fight, he's the guy who's, you know, curb stomping the guy and busting his teeth out on the side of the road, and then proceeds to piss on him after he wins. Canada's got a fucked up military history. But do American schools talk about Canada's involvement? No, they don't. No. I mean, you're also asking if that implies that I'm not going full-time YouTube yet. No. At this point, I'm treating it like full-time YouTube, but I'm not making enough to go full-time YouTube. And at this point, I can't, because I have bills I still have to pay to a large degree. including a new one I just did, which is, I bought a car, which I'm picking up tomorrow, so that'll be fun. I am making a video on that because it's got CarPlay, and it's actually like the newest car I've ever owned, so that'll be fun. To go back to what you were saying, Dark Lord, do American schools teach that? No, but that also is assuming that American schools or the American education system is worth a damn. I'll let you decide that one. But no, Phantom Star at the moment. No, I am not. I'm not full-time YouTube. I don't make enough for that. Yes, car. Yes, car. Well, so a couple minutes ago, I was showing this on the screen, which is parts from. So I got. This is gonna sound so like I'm a car guy. I'm a lot of things guy. I like Macs. I like computers in general. I'm a video game guy. I'm a anime guy. I'm a comic guy. I'm a car guy though. I like working on cars. My project car is a Dodge Neon SRT4. It's actually my dream car. I've always wanted one, and I finally got one. And it's a pile of garbage. It's always broken. And that was going to be my daily driver to replace my little blue Hyundai from the when anime fans drive a stick shift video. That blue Hyundai was my main car. So I'm replacing the Hyundai because parts-wise it's going to cost more to keep it on the road than it's worth, because the car's only worth like $600 and the upcoming maintenance is almost worth $1,000. So I'm getting rid of it. And I bought a Ford Fiesta ST. 2018 Ford Fiesta ST, and I'm super excited because it's a fun little car, it's a practical little car, and it's a small little car. I like small cars. I like small cars with more power than they need. I'm going to have a blast in that thing. And it's got a bunch of really cool tech that I am really, really excited to kind of dive into. I had the debate on the disc golf course today. I thought it was closer to a burrito. The ice cream sandwich argument was the one I used. Ice cream sandwich argument is how, like, an ice cream sandwich is a sandwich, right? Or is it? I mean, I guess it would be. Yes, I'm blessed in this, but I'm surprised it hasn't been in movies. The Civil War. I mean, it's been in History Channel documentaries. If you count those as shows, or even if you count those as movies, depending on the length, it's been in there. Yeah, it's not nearly as covered as I think it should be, but I think because the main narrative of the Civil War has gone from I don't know why we're talking about the Civil War. I mean, I don't know. It's a cool piece of history it's a cool piece of American history, but. Yeah, like the narrative, the generally accepted narrative of the Civil War has pivoted from. Oh, you got a Ford Focus. Very nice. Got it for $10,000. Only $37,000. You got a deal. You got a freaking deal on that. These cars, like, I paid. I'm not gonna say exactly what I paid, but it was for. Now, it's got way less miles, and it's also a year newer, and it's, like, optioned to the 9s, but I paid about double that for my Fiesta. Yeah, but also, like, the car market sucks right now. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, I paid way more for my Fiesta because the car market sucks when I got to the point of needing a car. It's great. It's great. Perfect timing, because those cars, the Fiesta did always sell for a little bit more than the standard Focus. It's a standard Focus or a Focus ST? If it was a standard Focus, that makes sense. Paid it off last year with 6 years worth. Damn. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. But yeah, because I know the Fiestas, even with the ST models, went for more, which is weird. There was the movie Gettysburg, which mostly focused on, yeah. Where's on the battle? Dark Lord's on a Civil War roll right now. Pretty cool. Standard. Okay. Yeah, see, that's a great car. Don't get me wrong. Like, Fords they're plasticky. Even the Fiesta ST, which is like their fancy model, that's still plasticky on the inside. But like mechanically, Ford stuff is solid. I mean, I'm used to a solid, like mechanically solid car with a bunch of other things around it that are broken because I drive a Dodge Neon as well. It's a great car. Like, hey, let's put 2,000, let's put 250 horsepower to the front wheels of a Dodge Neon through a PT Cruiser engine. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, the transmission could break, the axles could snap. The interior is still made of plastic, so when you do the first mod, everybody does, which is put solid motor mounts on the car so that it doesn't break the axles. It shakes the interior to pieces, so you're constantly fixing random little plastic bits that break and fall off because it was never meant to shake that much. And then you go on the highway and it drones because the previous owner put a 3-inch exhaust with no muffler straight out the back. It's fantastic. Civil War, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, to some degree. Pretty interesting range of historical topics, but yeah, the Civil War was one of those things. I was saying earlier, I think the thing with the Civil War is the narrative has shifted from a fight over states' rights and the ability to secede and have each state become their own country or form their own union separate of the main union. That narrative has then shifted to it being about slavery, which isn't wrong, but the original methods by which they would approach the financial or economical collapse of the Confederacy was that the Union was taking their property, which was the slaves. And that's why the Emancipation Proclamation is such a big deal, because it freed the slaves, which is fantastic, but it was originally designed in a way that it was economically destructive to the Confederacy. Anyway, your first car had a cracked radiator. Oh, everybody's first car's got to be a piece of garbage. I went from a Plymouth Neon from 2001 with by the time I totaled it, it had 249,000 miles with 3 zeros at the end. Because I took a picture of it the day before the guy had to tow it after I got rear-ended and it totaled the car, and it had 249,000 exactly. And then I moved to a 2004 Hyundai Accent, which I still have until tomorrow. And then I bought a 2005 SRT4. So I've literally gone from a 2001 piece of garbage Neon to a 2004 piece of garbage Hyundai to a 2005 piece of garbage Neon again, but more powerful this time. Yeah, cracked radiator. I would take a cracked radiator any day over the amount of crap I got to pile into my cars, but hey, first car is something special for everybody. Well, maybe not for everybody, but for anybody who's even like kind of into cars, like first car is a big deal. Sorry. Your exhaust was held up with shoelaces. Now that's funny. That is funny. I like that. I haven't seen that one before. Playing American McGee's Alice in Madness. Good game, especially the latter portion. Yeah. I played through I think it was just the original Alice game. I played through that one. That was a good game. I liked that game. That was fun. That was a fun game. It was weird, but yeah. Well, I remember playing it because I think, hold on, was that the one? Hold on. Please hold. I think that one was the one. Yes, it was. Yes, I played that game because it was because we had a Mac at the time, and it was we had a Mac for a while, but I think that was one of the games I remember seeing, and I was like, oh, I want to play this I want to play this game, and we didn't have a console that could play it because I think at the time, I don't know if it came out for the original. Did it come out for the original Xbox? I don't think so. I think it was only on the 360. Yeah. Yep, the original one was available on the Mac all the way in 2001. That was a while ago. Both games are on Xbox 360. American is a DLC for Alice Madness Returns. Interesting. Front bumper held together with hangers. Man, that, to be fair, The Neon isn't that bad, but it was on PC. I know it was on PC, but I'm saying like I had it on the Mac way back. Not Madness Returns, but the first one, Alice. But yeah, no, Phantom Star. That like, to be fair, DLC is free too. Oh, you're saying Madness Returns is on the PC? Okay, yeah. I'll have to take a look at that. I haven't played Madness Returns. It's probably equally as weird and dark as the first one. But yeah, Phantom Star. My so on the Neon, it's turbocharged, so you have an intercooler. And one of the things that I got just pro bono for buying the car from the dude who didn't want it anymore was he was like, yeah, there's like parts in the trunk, like I guess upgrades or replacements. I don't know. You can just take the car because the dude didn't know what it was or how to fix it. So he's like, yeah, you can just take it. I don't care. And I take the stuff out of the trunk, and there's a $700 big front mount intercooler with no proper way to mount it. So when we go to mount it on the front, the holes that were designed to hold the original tiny intercooler for that car were like pulling out of the body of the car. So to keep everything together, we bungee strapped it to the front radiator mount of the car. So the front intercooler, this massive hunk of aluminum, is just sitting on the bottom radiator support and then bungee strapped to it with the bolts that are supposed to hold it, like just hanging on for dear life. On closed roads, of course, I've gone about 130 in that car. So yeah, I think those bungee cords are doing their job pretty well. Originally, Alice was on PC. Oh yes, PC is original. You can also find the DLC for the game in the 360. Got it. I wonder, because back in the day that came on a disc. I wonder if my parents still have that disc, because they keep all their old PC and Mac software in like discs, which is funny because the iMac they have doesn't have a disc reader. I wonder if they still have that. I might be able to find that. That'd be cool. It's a Chrysler 200. Hey, the Chrysler 200 was a nice car. It still is a nice car. Granted, the Chrysler 200 is from like the Fiat era, so like around 150,000 miles, it's probably not going to be so nice. So just letting you know, like, yeah, you can be jealous now, but like give it till that 150,000 miles and it's going to be bad. It was on the Quake engine. Really? Original Alice was on the Quake engine. No kidding. Hold on. Interesting. Right? If that doesn't show how old it is. Let's see. Boom. Hey, there it is. Engine. Does it list the engine here? IdTech 3. Damn. That is old. Holy crap, that is old. It only had 75,000 miles on it. That's good. I mean, that's good. That means that there's not a lot of maintenance that has to be done for now. So it'll be nice for a while. It'll be nice for a while. That does suck that your first car had a busted radiator and hers was like a Chrysler 200. Yep, I had the Mac version. In 2001. I think that was that pre-Mac OS? I feel like it was. Pre-Mac OS. There we go. There's the music. What Mac OS was around in 2001? I think it was OS 9. Hold on. March 24th, 2001. Ooh, this would have been like 3 months after the launch of Mac OS 10. Madness Returns was made on the Unreal Engine. That makes sense. Like everything from like mid-sized developers or small developers who want like a cool 3D engine that like doesn't take a lot of effort or development is usually done with Unreal. I want to play around with Unreal. The problem is I want to play around with like their ray tracing, and I don't have anything that can do that right now, which sucks. the best character in every adaptation of Alice in Wonderland is the Cheshire Cat. Like, we're all a little crazy around here. Like, I mean, how could you not love that character? Pulled assigned. I don't know what that means. Who is that? Ice Wallenstein? Is that from... Oh, wait a minute. How far have I... Why did I not recognize... I'm ashamed of myself. I am ashamed of myself. I should have known that. Yes, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I should have known that. Oh, I'm... Start reviewing tech, and suddenly I'm a terrible, terrible anime fan again. Oh, no. Yes, I know it's from Danmachi. As soon as I looked at the character, I'm like, why do I recognize this character? Because I copied the name. I was like, why do I don't know that name. And I put it into Google and I saw the character. I'm like, why do I recognize this character? And then I saw the name of the anime and I'm like, I have disgraced the honor of my anime fanness. So, oh, I am happy though. Speaking of anime, number one, well, there's three things I'm super happy about and one thing that I'm planning to do. First thing, I'm loving the new season of Overlord. It's so freaking good. I've not caught up to... Wait, are you talking about... See, no, I haven't caught up to season 4 yet. If you're talking about Danmachi, no. I have not caught up to season 4, which sucks. I need to watch that more. But I'm loving the new season of Overlord. It's freaking awesome. The opening slaps. Freaking awesome opening. So I'm loving that. The Devil is a Part-Timer. I need to watch. I'm actually going to watch that after this stream. I'm going to go watch The Devil is a Part-Timer. So yeah, I'm super excited to watch that because it's been so long. I was still doing reaction videos when I watched that show. Like, it's been so long since that show came out, and I'm so excited for it. And third is, like, I've been reading the manga for Love is War, so I'm, like, well ahead of everything else. But we've got another confirmed project for Love is War through A1 Pictures. Like, so good. There's so much in terms of, like, that is not your standard rom-com. Like, God, that is such a good show. It's so good. And the manga is even better. Like, I've been loving the manga to the point where I'm actually breaking the rules a bit. We only have 13 chapters left before the manga for Love is War is over, which makes me really wonder where they're going to go with that. But I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, we only have 13 chapters left before the manga ends for Love is War, which makes me very sad because I've been loving every minute of that. But I'm thinking about breaking my rule about, like, the show or the manga has to be finished. And I'm thinking about getting the Love is War heart right here, like right in this spot. I was going to reserve it for the Alchemist sigil for Full Metal Alchemist, but then I already have the Soul Bond seal. And then back here, this whole area is going to be the World Line counter for Steins Gate. And then I'm getting the Drill That Pierces the Heavens right here from Gurren Lagann. And then at that point, we should be done with the individual pieces, and then we get to start blending and filling, which is going to be fun. It's not actually going to be super fun. It's going to hurt like hell, but it'll be fun because it'll finally be done, and I'll have a solid sleeve instead of, like, all this, patchwork stuff going on right now. So, yeah. Oh, I was freaking out with Love is War 2. Oh my god, that show. I went back and watched, like, the entire series again in dub, because I watched the whole season originally in sub, because that is how you watch it first. Not really. I don't care if you watch sub or dub. I usually lean more towards dub, but as I was watching the show as it came out, that was all that was available was dub or sub. I went back and watched it in dub, and I noticed, I don't want to spoil anything, but I noticed in the and Phantom Star, if you finish the season, you'll know what I'm talking about. I noticed in the scene with the heart balloons that either they did a really, really good job of making those heart balloons look like they were hand-drawn for the scene where they open up over the fire, or not the scene where they open up over the fire, where the scene where they're like flying up past Kaguya and Shirogane. Either they did a really good job of making those balloons look like they were hand-drawn, or they were hand-drawn, which means that like that whole scene was like just melting A1 Pictures budget. Perfect. When you're not on edge, you're taking up too much space. Anyway, sorry. I saw the Cheshire Cat quote and I just had to say it. It's not a matter of if, Alice. It's when. Now hold on, and as they say, shut up. Anyway, have I caught up to Reincarnate as a Slime? No, I am... Oh, where did I last leave off? I think I'm like... I want to say I'm about halfway through the most recent season. So not entirely caught up. How's it going? It's going well, Max. Welcome to the stream. Oh, they look 3D to you? It's hard, like... I watched it a lot on my phone, and it just kind of went past my eye when I watched it the first time around, mainly because what was going on in the actual scene took 100% of my attention away from everything else. But when I went and watched it on my TV in the dub, it was still hard for me to tell. Yes, I know Ketchup. I know. It's a good show. I only just recently finished Tanya the Evil. Like, come on now. I'm slow with this stuff. Like I said, when I have a free moment where I'm not like emailing people who want to send me stuff or writing video scripts or like doing things that are then I watch anime or I read manga. And right now I'm working on like new shows because I've been really into... It was really good 3D. You're right. It was really good 3D. But yeah, no, oh, hi Jake. Welcome. Was Jake here before? Jake was here before, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. He was up earlier. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, okay. He was already here. But hi again. Is it just me, or is the slice of life rom-com taking over shonen as preferred anime type? Are you talking about just for me or just in general? Like, for me, no. Like, I still like shonen, but I know... Well, it depends on the writing. Yeah, it really depends on the writing for me, because like with shonen, there are really well written shonen. My Hero Academia is a great example of really well written shonen. And so when you're watching those shows, you're just kind of hooked. And honestly, there weren't a lot of rom-coms because a lot of rom-coms kind of also mixed into like harem for a lot of shows. And so it felt very like... I don't know. It didn't feel like there was a lot of depth to a lot of the rom-coms. Like there were rom-coms with depth. What's that? 50 volumes behind in all my manga. 3 games and 2 shows. Damn. Oh man, yeah, I know that feeling. But yeah, no, I feel like there were exceptions. Like there were really good rom-coms. Like you had or on High School Host Club, but that is that is an old show. And then you have like Fruits Basket and a few others. But like a lot of them become harems or they become like love triangle series. What's it called? Domestic no Kanojo. That was a very like, okay, it's love triangle-y and is blah blah blah. Or well, I guess would Monster Musume count as a rom-com? Either way, I think the reason why rom-coms have kind of surged forward a lot is because, at least with some of them, especially with Love is War, the depth put behind them and the level of like writing has gotten so good for some of these that I feel like that's why they're surging ahead so much. Yes, exactly what Phantom Star said. We finally have great rom-coms instead of harem simulators. Thank you. You said it in way fewer words than it took for me to say that. Thank you for saying that. I need to get you as an editor so that my videos aren't all fucking 20 minutes long. Could I give a comprehensive list of all the game consoles I possess? You really want that? Oh boy. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to hold on. I gotta visualize what I have. Janice, why'd you have to ask that? Like running through my mind palace looking for the room named consoles. I could just run out there and look. But I don't need to go run and get more alcohol yet, so I have no reason to leave yet. Okay, I think I have my list. Okay. NES, NES Classic, SNES, SNES Classic, N64, GameCube, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast. I don't have a Saturn. Let's see. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 5. Xbox. I have 3 original Xboxes. I have one 360. I have an Xbox One and an Xbox One S, as well as an Xbox Series X. I have a Switch and a Switch Lite. Does the Oculus Quest 2 count as a console? I don't know, but if it does, there you go. Let me think what else. I think that's it, actually. No, I have 2 Atari. I have 2 Atari 2600s. I have a 2600 Heavy Sixer and one with the 4-switch option, and I have a Commodore 64. Would I like to flex? No, I don't want to. It's not that I said I wanted to flex, but you asked, and I'm thinking like, oh gosh, I haven't done inventory. I have a longer inventory list for my Mac collection. Like, if you asked me how many Macs I have, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've lost count. I literally have an Excel spreadsheet like laid out and organized to keep track of all of them. Anyway, let's see. Hey, what's up, Rocket Man? Welcome to the chat. It's been a while since I've done any streaming, so you know. And also, I didn't have a video this week because I've got a bunch of other stuff going on in life. So, yeah, we're doing this instead. I'm having a blast. I don't know about you guys. And it's not just because I'm drinking rum. Enjoying all the hype. And most popular anime each season seems to trend over shonen. Unless it's Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer. You're not wrong. But I feel like, I mean, so this most recent season, like, we didn't have, let me think, what did we have this season? Like, I feel like the best shonen of this season didn't stand a chance against, like, Love is War. Like, no shot in hell. Really, the only weak slice of life from this last season of anime was, in my opinion, was Shikimori Isn't Just a Cutie, but apparently a lot of people liked that. It just wasn't my thing. So, yeah. So I was working on editing one for Yakuza 0 streams. I got too busy. It was pretty funny pretty fun to try. Editing's hard, man. It takes so much time. Like, the recording session for my videos, like the talking head recording session for my video takes like, if I don't flub my lines, it takes like 45 minutes tops to record the entire A-roll session. Meanwhile, recording B-roll and editing everything and the script writing, like, yeah, the talking head recording session portion is like 25% of the whole video making process. But hey, really cool to hear that you were editing together a Yakuza 0 stream compilation. That's so cool. I appreciate the effort, if anything else. Speaking of game consoles, a friend of mine recently got into Fable. Started with the Lost Chapters on stream, since Fable 2 is not on PC. So she dust off the old Xbox and play Fable 2. Nice! She's a PlayStation player, by the way. To each their own. Like, I don't care about the console wars. Like, what do you guys think about the console war? Like, I mean, I guess, is it even a thing anymore? Like, I guess it kind of got a bit more popularity again because you had like the console wars kind of. I guess the console wars kind of drummed up again because of the lack of parts to make a new PC. Like, I don't know, like PC players, it's like, oh, well, we have all this theoretical power. Look at all the power we have with these new GPUs that dominate consoles. And it's like, right, but you can't get them. And like this single GPU that you're buying that runs like the single GPU that you're buying runs $500 to $700, and I can buy an Xbox Series X for $500, and it's an entire gaming system, not just a single card that needs other things to function. Well, hey, thanks for swinging by, Phantom Star. I appreciate it as always. Good to see you again. It's been a while, and hey, thanks for stopping by. I just used it as a friendly jab to some. Yeah. Mostly care about games coming out and Game Pass. Aren't I a PC player? No, like I have a gaming PC. Yes, like I'm on it right now streaming because, you know, I could have done this on my phone, but I figured this is nicer. The mic is better. I've got lighting as opposed to like trying to get things lit out there. The camera is way nicer. I wouldn't call myself particularly a PC gamer. I mean, hell, my first console was an NES. And after that, my parents got me a PS2. Well, no, that's not true. I had an N64. I remember borrowing. We used to trade in elementary school where I would trade a buddy of mine. Like, he really loved Transformers, and I remember I had the Optimus Prime that like folded open, like the truck trailer bit folded open into legs, and you could put Optimus Prime on top. He'd transform into himself and then into like a different upper torso portion you put on the top. And he really wanted to play with that. So I let him borrow that for like 2 weeks. In exchange, I borrowed his Game Boy. I think it was just original. Yeah, it was an original Game Boy at the time, and played through Legend of Zelda. What was it called? Why am I drawing a blank on this? Legend of Zelda. Link's Awakening. That's what it was. So yeah, no, I'm not particularly a PC player. I play on whatever I feel like playing. Like, God, the amount of time I've spent playing the Switch is sinful. And I play a lot of stuff on my Xbox. I got a PS5 that I spent a ton of time playing Spider-Man. I recently beat God of War. Yeah, no, not particularly. Yes, exactly, Darkly. I just play anything. I'm a heretic among the PC master race. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I have no allegiance. I am chaos incarnate for the PC master race. Look, man, like at this point, it costs so much to get a graphics card. And as I was told by a lot of elitists and I call them elitists, it's not just, I'm just saying it because I can. I had a lot of people call me out for comparing the new Mac Studio to my gaming PC because they're like, well, your computer's old. I'm like, okay, like, it's still super capable. Like, it literally made me write, it literally inspired me to write an entire video talking about how, like, old hardware is fine. Everybody wants to upgrade to new shit, and it's like, I've got a quad-core 4th gen i7 with, like, I think it's an old RX 580 running my media PC. That's my VR PC, and it works fine. And Windows is like, oh, you can't get Windows 11. Not that I want it anyway, but anyway. More Cheshire Cat quotes. Not just a QT was mine. Minus. Watch the football teams and took their side. I don't quite know what to make of that. That sucks. I mean, what? Not just a. I'm missing the Sorry, I'm very tired. I'm missing with the HS high school QT. Don't know what that means. Yeah, this is connected to Alice in Wonderland's story. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. So, like, is that not a thing anymore? Is an AMA not a thing? I said it, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, is that a thing? This is what I used. Yeah, ask me anything. And like I've said, I'm just having a conversation with y'all, but I'll answer pretty much anything you ask me within reason. Just don't get stupid with it. It should be all right. Meanwhile, I'm over here looking at, like, you know, looking at powder-coated valve covers for my car. Because, you know, the red, that makes it faster. That gives you, like, American Music Awards. That's another one for it. Yeah, the red makes it faster. Like, I'm looking at engine dress up, and, you know, I wanted to. Whoo, buddy. I could spend $219 on a carbon fiber. Is this literally just an injector cover? Yeah, literally. There it is. Spend $219 on what is essentially a $10 piece of plastic to cover my fuel injectors. I'm good. Clear timing cover piece. That's neat. Anyway. Average measured audience came up or something like that. I think that's, like, in regards to, like, the statistics of a stream, not so much the stream itself. Like, I literally just want to do this stream to hang out and actually have something, to actually have something I did video-wise this week, because it's been it hasn't been slow, I just haven't had a video to come out with. I wouldn't have used, shouldn't have used Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary is always a mistake. Always, every time, no matter what. It's always a mistake. Don't do it. You'll regret it later. You always do. You always will. I always do. And I always will. Just saying. But, yeah, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, so if you want to, go for it. Somebody's shouting out my window. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It's another reason why I want to leave. Oh, yeah, that was fun. Let me tell you all a story. It's a short story, but it's one that made me mad. So, well, if you follow me on TikTok, you probably already saw the video. But yeah, my lease is up in October for this location. And currently, so this is a 690 square foot single bedroom apartment. It's very small. But it's the first place I moved out to. Like, it's the very first place I ever moved to, and it was right within my price range at the time. Yeah, it worked. So I get a lease renewal notice. Now, when I moved here, I was paying, what was it, $790 a month? Pretty reasonable. The following year, I ended up paying $860. Not so reasonable. This year, I've been paying $909 a month. And I get my lease renewal. And they tell me that it is going to be increased to $997. So, come October, there will be a little bit of a break in content, and you all will be seeing a completely new setup. I'm getting a 2-bedroom, so this, where you can see my bed there and my laundry and my closet, that's not going to happen. I'll have my own dedicated room just for content creation, both with videos and streaming, and I'll have more space. It'll be nice, and I'll finally be out of this overpriced, glorified walk-in closet. It'll be fantastic. Anyway, let's see what y'all are asking. There's another Cheshire Cat quote. You still want to dub in the future? Absolutely still want to dub in the future. At this point, I'm mainly focusing on the YouTube stuff because I feel like for the YouTube tech stuff, it just kind of comes more naturally to me in a lot of ways. Like, not to say that the voice acting doesn't come naturally, but I feel like for me, a lot of the voice acting stuff, like, it's kind of taking a back seat while I continue to build the momentum on the tech stuff. And then once I have enough momentum that I can kind of rely on that, I'm going to kind of shift gears back into it. Because promoting yourself as a voice actor is extremely difficult. And I've been very fortunate in the roles that I have gotten for amateur work. But as it stands right now for the pro stuff, like, I don't have a hope in hell because all the remote options have gone away now that the pandemic is coming real slow and the studios are reopened. So they're like, hey, you're not working from home anymore. You got to get your ass back in the studio. So if you're not in Texas, you're boned. I want to move to Texas, but God, the prices of everything have just gone up so bad that I can't move there because like I'm glad Hagerstown has a meth problem because it's way easier to find places that are cheap. I'll just put it that way. I saw Don't Mess With Me, Miss Nagatoro is coming back, and so is another one of my favorite rom-coms, which I didn't expect it to be. I expected it to be fan service, and it is, but it's still cool, which is Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. That was a really cool one, too. This is when Alice runs into sort of floating veil and turns to a demon temporarily. You are quoting parts of that game that I have not played in years. Like, literally, I played it, I think, probably in 2002, so probably a year after it came out. So, like, yeah, you're quoting, like, whoo! You're quoting way back. But yeah, Miss Nagatoro is coming back. That was a cool... That was a funny one. I enjoyed that. The hell kind of silver lining is that? I didn't think about that before I said it. As is the case with a lot of my hot takes, is I just don't think about them before I say them. I just say them. But yes, I said it. I'll own it. Places can be fairly inexpensive around here because Hagerstown has a meth problem. And the place I live, it's not that big of a deal because, you know, I'm within proximity of an education facility with campus security. And the place I'm moving to is near a highway where people don't tend to usually be meth addicts. So I'm not going downtown, which is nice. Because if I went downtown, you probably would, you know, just suddenly stop seeing things on my channel because somebody broke in and killed me. Yeah. So I guess it's kind of a silver lining. Here's a question. Ever encountered your doppelganger? If not, what would you want to encounter your doppelganger? I've had people say that somebody is my doppelganger, like they look like me. And generally, like, they don't. So I don't think I've ever met my doppelganger. I'm sure his doppelganger. They look like I used until you grew a beard. They sound alike. Yeah, I've had people say that people look like me, and I look and I'm like, not really. I've met people who, like, at least in the way they act, I've met people who have the exact same personality as me, and I hate them. Because I'm the kind of person that you either love or hate, and I generally hate myself in a lot of ways. Well, I guess that sounds terrible. I guess the best way to put it is that they were me. They acted like me, but in the way I would have acted when I was probably in my late teens, which was not the person I wanted to be and not the person I am today, and I hated them for it. Very much so. Let's see. Unless the person who broke in was a weeb. Fair. That's fair. If that ever happened, do not mention the fact that you haven't watched Naruto. Well, that's why I have self-defense in the home. That is not something that is, like, fisticuffs. I have other means of self-defense in the home. So, it would be like, I haven't watched Naruto. Click, click, what are you going to say about it? I mean, come on, when you live in a town with a meth problem. Anyway, I think the closest one being your I think the closest one to being your doppelganger, or you being him, Michael Jones? But only when you didn't have facial hair. I met Michael Jones. And I don't think he's my doppelganger. Hold on. I met him, and granted, this was way, way back. Hold on. Where? I know it's in here. Nope, that's Gavin. Damn it. Oh, I know I met him, but I don't know where. Austin 4. Nope. There we go. Let's see. Yes! There it is. Yes. Focus camera. You can do it. There we go. That was years ago when I had sideburns, but look at that. There's that. That's better. Ta-da! Let me see if I got... Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh, focus, camera, focus. You can do it. There we go. There we go. Man, I was such a scrawny little asshole back then. Look at that. In personality and in voice and in personality, no. In looks, kind of, at least. Yeah, fair enough. Oh God, I'm now completely... To be clear, though, you do love yourself today. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm the person that I want to be, which is just that I'm myself, and don't give a fuck. Let me catch up with chat. Yeah, let me catch up with chat, and then I'll get back to that, Max. But anyway, 16-inch. I have 16-inch hair, long beard. I have more Italian. I have the more Italian look. am fair skin. Interesting. When you showed your stare down with him, it kind of looked like, yeah, that's fair. Personally, the Weeb self-defense is saying you like Tokyo Ghoul's anime adaptation. Weeb self-defense? No, that's Weeb suicide. What are you saying? No, God, no. That is not self-defense. That is self-destruction. Good God, no. Yeah. Max, what you were saying? Oh my God, yeah, no, especially the ending for ReZero, like, perfect. Just adapted beautifully, not rushed at all. 12 to 18 chapters worth of skippage, no problems. Excuse me. Anyway, no, Max, yeah. Yes, Max, to answer your question, I love myself now, more or less. The big thing for me was basically like when I was, and I think I've told this story before, but like from a young age on for a very long time, well, right up until about when was that? At least mentioning the anime would stun them. Yo! Murder, what's up? Oh my God. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing really well, man. Hope you're doing good too. I've watched a little bit of your stream. I've been lurking a bit on some of them. I said hi on one of them, but man, that's freaking awesome. Right? Dude, I wanted to go to RTX this year. I'm doing a bunch of crap that didn't make that possible, unfortunately, but man, that I want to get back into that. I am going, well, the goal is I'm going to SAC Anime this year. So that should be fun. I want to cosplay at SAC Anime this year. I'm meeting up with some people. I'm meeting up with Shakur, who I used to play Halo with years ago. That's freaking awesome. And then a friend from high school. So I'm going to head out there. But maybe next year, man. Maybe next year I'm going to try to make it out to RTX. How have you been? I've been seeing you've been covering a lot of stuff with You've been all on that Genshin Impact, man. All on it. Freaking awesome. Well, thanks for hopping into the stream, man. It's literally just been a AMA Q&A conversation thing. So yeah, glad to see you here, man. Appreciate the drop by. Oh man. Yeah, actually, I forgot to mention. Yeah, so I'm gonna be cosplaying at SAC Anime. I'm gonna be cosplaying as two characters from Mexico City Actors. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna be cosplaying as Kano one day, and I'm gonna be well, I'll have to see if I can get my I gotta see if I can get my other cosplay together, but for now I'll just say I'm cosplaying as Kano, obviously. So yeah, it's fun stuff. No, not Tupac Shakur. No, buddy of mine named Shaq. He's been he's been around for a while on I say he's been around for a while. He does rap music, and I met him back in 2011. I think it was 2011, 2012, actually, because we were playing Halo Reach online, and he had some really cool Forge maps, and me and my buddy were like, hey, we should hang out and, talk some more. And he's like, oh, I'm all the way out in California, but we hung out on Xbox Live, and a couple years later, I hadn't talked to him in forever, and I was listening to some music on Apple Music, and I hear this rap line come out, and I'm like, why does that guy sound so familiar? And I check the artist, and I'm like, who is that? And I open it up and I see the picture. I'm like, oh my god, I know him. Yeah, so pretty cool. Genshin Impact grind never ends. Ruby content's resurfacing. I have not watched Ice Queendom yet. I need to watch it, but yeah, that should be fun. So that's been great. Getting back into it as well. Yeah, I mean, I loved and was always jealous of the fact that you could post the Ruby stuff and not get it taken down. But yeah, man, I'm so far behind on playing Genshin. I have no hope of catching up. But it's always fun to watch the stuff that you're doing. It's pretty interesting to see how much stuff's coming out for that game. And then Ruby, it's been dead for a while, or not dead, but just dormant. So we'll see. I don't know. I was pretty critical of last season's story, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. What did you guys think of the? Do you ever think of anime raps? Do you ever think the anime raps will get mad OPs and ending tracks? Do you ever think the anime raps will get made OPs and ending tracks? I am having trouble understanding that comment. I don't know why. Probably because I'm very tired. Anyway, maybe. I don't know exactly what the answer for that question is, so maybe. What was I saying? God, I am tired. Yeah, but no, I'm hoping this new season of Ruby is better. I'm definitely going to watch it as it comes out. Don't do reactions anymore, so I'm not going to do that, unfortunately. But yeah, should be fun. Like Rustic and the other guys who make rap songs about Austin Natsu. Oh, like if the artists. You're saying if the artists who make those songs actually get to make openings and endings for shows. That would be pretty cool. They kind of did that with was it Amelie with Tokyo Ghoul. There was a song that she sang in that, which was pretty cool, and she also did a remake of Glassy Sky, which was it Glassy Sky? Yeah, I think it was Glassy Sky. But yeah. Few people find this. All the Cheshire Cat quotes, all of them. Yeah, no, yeah. Do I genuinely believe Ruby will get better? I don't know. I feel like the problem. I feel like the problem I had with RWBY is, or the problem I had with the last season of RWBY mainly stemmed from the story felt like it kind of lost its focus. Like I say kind of, it feels like it lost its focus. And I feel like that's kind of been the trajectory of this series since they left Beacon. Like, I understand they had to leave Beacon because they got fucking destroyed. I understand that. But I feel like the progression they've made has, I don't know, I feel like they've stepped up. I feel like they've stepped up the level of like the stakes to the point where it's like, well, now what? Like, now what? Where are we going to go from here? So I don't know. I really don't. Honestly, I do have a bit of hope just because, like, for spoilers for the last season, with the with RWBY specifically, and the folks who ended up being in this different world, I feel like a good scrubbed restart in a way for like the characters learning what they're doing in this new place. I feel like that has a lot of potential, because I feel like as the writers expanded the world, the characters and the focus on them became less and less and less, and the focus on the villains and the stakes and the massive implications of the destruction of the world. I feel like all of that became very over-prominent, and kind of derailed some of the more nuanced things that the original the first 3 seasons of RWBY were god freaking awesome at. And even season 4 had a lot more subtle moments and character development moments that felt more natural and well written and properly done. I mean, that's my snobbish, I went to college for script writing, storytelling, and movie making hat going on. Not my like hopeful hat. That's just my like problems hat. Anyway. Yeah, I saw Pelike had an official, yeah, he's grinding for 7 years on YouTube. Yeah, I know, but freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I mean, the dude's range is insane, too. There are good bits. I mean, yeah, RWBY has good bits throughout. I'm not saying they're all bad. Like, I'm not bashing RWBY here in terms of, like, you know, oh, it's total garbage. But, like, it has bits that are good, but I feel like the focus is what we lost in a lot of ways, unfortunately. Oh yeah, the soundtrack. Soundtrack could have been better. Granted, like, I don't know, the like I said, I haven't watched the Ice Queendom, the Crunchyroll. Is it Crunchyroll? The anime. I haven't watched that yet, but I've seen a few clips, and man. Wait, I really went to college for that? I've said it before, man. I mean, so it was my major. My problem is that I hate general education. It's kind of harsh to say. So I dropped out of college in 2014. Because I went to college. So I went to college and studied script writing. I studied cinematic storytelling. I also studied videography and cinematography, which, believe it or not, are 2 separate things. I also studied studio directing. I studied a lot of different things in college, all over the place, and got a ton of credits on all those. And I actually ended up getting a certification for television broadcast and studio production. And then when I had everything that I wanted and everything that interested me about video production, how to make videos, and everything involved with that, once I got all of my credits and certifications for all that, the only things left were general education, which included 3 math classes, 2 history classes, a science class, and some other random bullshit. And so I dropped out of college because I learned everything that I wanted to learn in the classroom, and I didn't care to learn about history in order to go point a camera at something and make videos. Not saying that works for everybody. Not saying that works for everybody. So there are absolutely degrees out there that are needed for careers. There are careers that you absolutely have to finish college for. I'm just saying, for me, not my cup of tea. Dropped it, moved on with my life, and here we are. I think I'm doing pretty well for myself. I finessed my college. Yes, I did. I learned everything that I wanted to, and I left. And I did photography. I did photography. I did. I'm still doing video work. I mean, hell, I'm doing video work now. Like, it's all I do is video work. And honestly, I spent more time in that college working for the college in their art department as one of their Mac lab technicians than I did going to classes, because I would spend the day in the lab working as a Mac technician, studying script writing, videography, cinematography, and storytelling, and then I would go to those classes, and then I would just freaking leave and just not attend my art or my history or my any of the other classes that would get assigned that semester. I would just ditch them, and I would make money working at the college while going to the classes I cared about and then going home. And then I dropped out before my parents found out that most of the other classes I was taking were all failing grades. I got straight A's in every class I cared about and failed everything else while also making like a decent amount of money, like working for the college too. Anyway, don't care for the songs. That said, the credits of the song, I feel like it's still something constantly gotten better every time. Yeah, I mean, the music for RWBY's good. There's some weak ones, and the last season was definitely pretty weak, but, like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, crap. I just realized I was going to go till 9:30. I guess we'll go a little longer. Hang out a bit more. It's always fun. I found a 2-hour lo-fi track that you guys probably aren't even hearing because I won't shut up. So you know that's a thing. Man. Ugh. Anywho, how was by the way, I don't know, how was RTX this year? I didn't follow any coverage of it because I was busy getting a car hunting. I hate shopping for cars. It's the worst. How was RTX this year? Was it good? I would assume so, considering we have... Is this the first RTX we've had? Is this the first in-person RTX we've had since Rona pandemic? Is this the first one we've had? I don't know, actually. I haven't... Hold on. I think it was. RTX at home. Yep. 2021. I think RTX 2020 was the same way. Oh, not that. There, RTX 20. Even Lo-Fi Girl got false copyrighted. Right? Let's see. So I take it RTX 2020 was like just straight up not a thing. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it was. So we didn't have 2020, didn't have 2021, so this must have been the first one back. Hopefully they put on a good event for y'all. Yeah, hopefully. Did I... Actually, I think I told this story as well. The last time I went to RTX, which was... When was the last time I went to RTX? It was a while ago. Man, how time flies. No way. All the way back in 2017. Damn. Wow, really? 2017. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, the last time I went, I literally scheduled everything 1 month too early. So I had everything scheduled for 1 month, and like 2 days before I was supposed to leave, I realized my mistake and had to get everything shifted forward by an entire month. That was embarrassing. That was very embarrassing. But that's why you always check your dates, kids. And that's why you always check your dates. What's that? Guy who copyrighted a bunch of channels, including Bungie. The YouTube enforcement thing is BS, but this. Wait, what? Suddenly I'm thinking about the whole thing between Bungie and the guy who copyrighted a bunch of channels, including Bungie, over Destiny 2 content. The YouTube enforcement thing is BS, but this. Oh. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Like, I mean, Bungie already doesn't have great favor with the fans, considering that there are elements of their game where they will move forward with some new DLC, which ruins or removes previous content. So that's always cool. But I feel like this might help at least a little bit with them being like, hey, it actually wasn't us. So, like, maybe don't hate us too much. Just saying. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, my cat is over here. What was that? You are so drooly. Drooly. Anywho, anything else you guys want to ask? Anything else y'all want to talk about before I start wrapping this up? My glass of rum's almost gone. Why is the rum gone? Anyway, it's weird how they had to go through the appeal process. Right? Like, like, don't get me. Yeah. Yeah, it's little shit like that just drives me insane about the way YouTube handles stuff. Like, I understand when I did anime reactions that I was really skirting the line. I was like very much in the gray area when it came to that. And like when I do drum covers, I don't make anything on drum covers because they are almost 100% of the time blocked or claimed. But like, the fact that somebody can go and claim content that isn't theirs, and the people who can prove that it's theirs still, like, somebody as massive as Bungie, who is very clearly the maker of the content, like, YouTube's copyright system is... Yeah, I'm not going to get started on that. We'll be here all night. We'll be here all night if I start talking about that. Anyway. Witch Queen... I understand it's very popular right now. Witch Queen is fun. Like, Bungie has fun elements to their game. And because it was on Game Pass, and I got, like, everything on Game Pass, like, I didn't care. Like, I got everything all in one. I didn't care. Yeah, I saw these. I saw it. Like, as much as I enjoy using YouTube as a platform for content creation, because it's pretty much the best one out there, for better or worse, whenever something happens where YouTube has to, like, basically just eat a slice of humble pie or take a subpoena, or, anytime something happens with YouTube where it actually, like, hits them in a way that's like, this wouldn't have happened if you did it right the first time. Like, there's just a little spark of joy within me that lights, and it's so great. So great. It's fantastic. It's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. Even though it's a platform that, like, you're kind of on because it's the best option. It's still nice to watch them eat shit sometimes. It's kind of like how it's great to watch a biker who's, like, the best at his game. Once in a while, it's nice to see him crash because it's just entertaining. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm sick that way. Anyway. And had all of his... Look at the guy who's... Wait, look at the guy that was sponsored by streaming services and had all of his videos claimed by One Piece and Dragon Ball. Wait. And by YouTube copyright bots. So, I don't know about that. I have not heard of that. I know a long time ago I got sponsored by, when I was still doing reaction videos, I got sponsored by a company who did, what was it? It was a way of promoting like legal streaming services for anime. And I partnered with them because even when I was doing reactions, I was still a huge advocate for legal streaming and downloading of anime content. And I still am a huge advocate for legal downloads and streams of anime content that is not pirated. And years later, that was the company who was also parented to the rights holders for Fairy Tail, who tried to sue me for posting my content after very unprofessionally contacting me and not handling themselves in a way that I would have expected from a professional company, which made me respond in a very unprofessional way because I assumed that they were just some troll claiming stuff because they could, because YouTube's copyright system is so screwed up. And then I found out they were a real company, and they claimed that I was lying about not knowing who they were. But when a company that you worked with 4 years prior comes at you in the most unpolite and unprofessional way possible, are you going to assume that it's, I've worked with this person before? Or are you going to go, oh no, this is just some dick claiming my stuff because they can on YouTube? And now I can't eat gluten because I damaged my stomach with the amount of acids that were caused from egregious amounts of stress. Anyway. Oh, guys, if you want to... Yeah, very long installations. Someone on YouTube asked what 343 is. Which 343 was the best? Wait, somebody on YouTube asked what 343 Halo is the best. MCC, Infinite, 5, 4, 5 or 4. As you can imagine, people kind of got after them for including the MCC. Yeah, I would get after them for including the MCC. Like, the only game you have in the MCC, like you just said, is Halo 4. The best 343 game, the best 343 Halo game is Infinite. Not for the multiplayer, obviously, but because they actually put effort into a story that felt like Halo. I play Halo for the campaign. I will occasionally play it for the multiplayer, but I play Halo for the campaign. And Halo 5's campaign was a dumpster fire. And Halo 5's campaign was just terrible in every possible way. Like, I hated Halo 5's campaign. Like, I can't say it enough. Halo 4's was interesting, but I feel like it's looked back on fondly because it's like sort of their first attempt. I didn't like the looks of it. I still don't like the looks of it. The drama that's drummed up just for drama's sake is kind of irritating, but it's not as egregious or like shoved down your throat as Halo 5's was. That and like Halo 5 has easily the worst fight scene of any video game ever. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. Locke versus Chief could have been so much cooler, but it wasn't. Which is why I like the fight between Chief and Atriox in the beginning of Infinite so much better, because it's quick, it's concise, you just get to the point and you're done. It's so nice. So, yeah, in my opinion, Halo Infinite, campaign-wise, is the best Halo that 343 has made. The best Halo ever, for me, tied between 2 and 1. Yep. Made the campaign. Yeah, that's the other thing too. That is the other thing you got to consider is, yeah, Halo Infinite somehow managed to get the just whirlwind of garbage. Like, what? There was a word that I saw, or a phrase that I heard one time that I thought was really, what was it? I was using a tornado to build a cathedral or something like that. It's basically the idea of making order out of chaos, and like Halo Infinite did that with Halo 4 and 5's campaign somehow. Like, Halo 4 was like Chief becoming more human and exploring what it means to be a human, and then 5 took it off the rails, and somehow the like being off the rails turned out to somehow always be the plan and make total sense when we get to Halo Infinite. That and Halo Infinite's art style is not garbage. It looks like Halo again. Like, it's got some 343 flair. Like, the look of like Cortana isn't 343 Halo 5, Halo 4 bad. Like, it's not, undressed hollow sexy lady. It's like, we wanted to make her look like Halo 1 if Halo 1 had more than 5 polygons per character. And they pulled it off. And then like Chief's armor looks like Chief's armor, but it does have a few modifications to make it fit the more realistic and more grounded in reality aesthetic that 343 goes for. So like, it doesn't have the shoulder blade plates from Halo 1, 2, and 3 that would like block Chief's ability to raise his hand the whole way, so that it's more maneuverable, but yet it still has the look of the original. Well, not the original, but of Halo 2 and 3 in a lot of ways. I'm about it. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. You got 3 more minutes. So, oh boy, hold on. I see your comment, Dark Lord, but YouTube doesn't like it, and my mouse battery is dying. So give me a minute. I will get to fixing that. Shoo-ah, there it goes. Yes, Chief versus Arbiter. Someone argued Arbiter would win because he killed Tartarus on his own while Chief got his ass kicked by Atriox. But are we forgetting that Johnson was there? Like Sergeant Johnson was literally blasting, like, he did not defeat Tartarus on his own. Yeah. He had Johnson, and he had the freaking like cannon fodder elites running in with him. Thank you. Wait. He had no way of knowing how capable Tartarus is compared to Atriox. We know Atriox's capabilities from Infinite and Halo Wars 2. What do you think? I think that, honestly, I feel like Chief could body the Arbiter. Like, I'll be honest, I think Chief could body the Arbiter. Like, yeah, easy. Like, Halo 3, he spotted the Arbiter. Like, because I've seen people make the argument, they're like, oh, well, the Arbiter could just turn invisible, and then boom, he could just sneak up on the Chief. Chief saw the Arbiter when he was invisible at the very beginning of Halo 3. So there's no surprise attack that the Arbiter could pull off. And Arbiter's got really good hand-to-hand skills and some old-ass armor. Like, one of the lines from Halo 2 was like, engage active camouflage. It's like, you may want to do the same, Arbiter, but keep in mind, your armor system isn't as new as ours. Your camouflage won't last forever. So it's like, he's already wearing old armor. Chief can spot him right out of the gate. So, yeah, I think Chief would body the Arbiter. Were they taking designs from Halo Wars, or was it original for Halo Infinite? So I feel like, at least for like the Brute designs, they might have taken those from Halo Infinite or from Halo Wars 2 and put them into Infinite. The Grunts are definitely not from Halo Wars 2. Atriox is, so like I said, I feel like the Brute designs are from Halo Wars 2. The Elites are probably the best looking Elites of the series, if I'm honest. Oh yeah, like, I think the Arbiter would definitely put up a decent fight, but I think at the end of the day, yeah, like, I think Chief would body him. Yeah, I don't know. I think the designs were sort of like, I think the design for Halo Infinite was kind of original to Infinite, but there were some things like the ships, definitely the ships, maybe the brutes, especially Atriox. I feel like those were brought up and made into a first-person shooter quality model for Halo Infinite. But the elites, best-looking elites in the series, the grunts finally look like they kind of should. Yeah, I think so. And then the Marines, I have one complaint about the Marines from Halo Infinite, which is that you can't kill them. It's like the best part of any Halo game. Not killing the Marines, but like, yeah, I guess one of the fun parts of Halo was killing the Marines. Alright, well, it is 10 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap up here. I might do another stream like this a little bit. Not this weekend. I got too much crap going on. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. So, yep, we're going to wrap up for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Jake, Max, Dark Lord, Phantom Star for swinging by for a bit. Arnold, thanks for swinging by, man. Freaking awesome. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for sticking by for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. And that's it. We will call it a night from here. Later.